Morning, folks. As I showed you in the last video, we've got just a ton of little projects that need to be done. Where we're headed to next on the homestead, and I've got to get this solar project a little bit further along. I've got to dig a trench from here over. This pipe here stubs up into the breaker box. It's getting hot. It's fairly early in the morning, but some of this ground's hard, some of it's soft, but I want to get down at least a foot to 16 inches. Doesn't have to be real wide. It's just going to be two wires, Romex 10-2 with the ground. So I'm going to get this ditch dug, get my Romex run, and then get it buried and stub it up in the solar box, so that once I get that built and I have my inverter in there, I can just hook straight up to it. Found a screw. Oh. Found two screws. It's amazing what you find. We drop these down, and the wind has blowed a lot of sand away, and now I find them. A screw saved is a screw earned, I guess. All right, folks, I got the ditch dug. Whew. Seeing stars. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. It's about 99 degrees. I'm gonna have to go take a water break, and I can run a wiring. Man, I'm hot. All right, folks, it's a new day out here on the homestead. The other day, I dug this trench. And to be honest with you, I got a little hot. It's 8 o'clock right now, and it is already getting really hot. We're in the hottest time of the year, so I kind of did too much too quick. In just a week's time, last week it wouldn't have been that hard. This week, 100 degrees by 9 o'clock in the morning. So I was done about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I ain't kidding you, I was just about got sick. So hydrate and pre-hydrate. Wear light clothing, wear light, even your pants. I don't like to work in shorts. I'll wear them when I'm just out and about, but wear light pants. Don't wear heavy denim pants. That'll really help you too. So what I got going on, I've got a sweep or a elbow. I like to put elbows on. I'm putting in underground. I called it 10-2 the other day. I forgot this is 12-2 the ground. It is underground wire I'm going to be putting in so it can be buried. But where I go into the ground, I like to put a sweep because I want to protect it from anything that might take and want to chew on it or bump into it. And the other thing is that sweep kind of protects it as it turns. It doesn't get kinked. And if for some reason it got pulled or something like that, it wouldn't just kink it real hard. I've got to run two of them up into the breaker box. So I've got to feed the wire through the sweep and through the little extension to meet up. And got to go wire it in. So I'm going to go inside and take the panel off of the breaker box and get ready to start feeding this wire. All the wires I've got coming into this box, it was a little crowded. My positive terminals, my power hot terminals are right here. And then my neutrals are on top. and I had to run my neutrals up and around. So my grounds really didn't have much of a place to run that wasn't right close to my hots. So what I'm doing is I'm running my grounds out. I've got a ground rod that goes out and down to the ground, hooks to a ground rod, and I am running my grounds out, and I'm actually going to attach them right here with a split bolt. I'm just about out. I've got two places I could run it in and back in, but like I said, my positive's right here and I want to stay away from that. I've got some lubricant that'll go in here that'll help the wires come out a little better, and then I'll take and I'll run my wires, run my grounds, and it'll be wired in, and then when I get my solar system put up out there or a generator, I can go ahead and I can have power in here in the workshop. I'm going to dry fit this together. I can actually cut it again if I need to. It's just a little tall, so I'm going to cut a little bit of that off there. I can definitely may need to dig it a little bit out right here. I can definitely get that on there. So I'm gonna put that in there. The biggest thing for running wire or cable is to keep it really well organized. So you don't want to try and push twisted wire through a conduit. This is Clear Glide, and what I do is I just put a little bit in the tube, and we're going to do this twice. Unroll my wire here. It's already got Clear Glide on it. Will make it kind of hard to hang on to, but it makes things feed so much easier. Okay, so I'm gonna go inside and pull up enough to make my connections, and then run this wire, come back and run my next one. So I gotta have enough. They only go to here for the positives, but I gotta come plumb all the way to the top for my others. I need just a little bit more. Wipe some of the Clear Glide off of it. There we go. There we go. Alright, now it's time to run this cable all the way out to the box. Okay, there should be enough glide clear in here to get the next one up in there. Now your ground wire is in the center, and if you'll run your knife down the center, you won't cut into your neutral wire or your hot wire, particularly on this outdoor underground wire that's exposed. It's got a little bit thicker insulation on it. All right. Another ground wire out the side here. This is not the prescribed way to do this. In fact, it wouldn't even pass if it was getting inspected. But there's nothing wrong with grounds running on the outside of a box. Grounds oftentimes run right across boards. So what I'm going to do is put a split bolt on here and bond all of these grounds together. There just wasn't enough room in the box for all this. It was a small box. And honestly, the power and stuff could probably come in the top, the supply. That's got all those grounded. I'm just gonna take it. Goes in. So all of my grounds are now connected, and my box is all nice and neat. I don't have a bunch of ground wires in here trying to be in the way of. I didn't want them in front of my hot wire. Didn't want any chance of it shorting, so I just ran them outside. Got them all connected. They're all connected into this bar. This is my main ground that goes outside to a grounding rod. So that much is done. All I have left to do is run the wire down outside back to the box again and cover it up. All right, folks, as you can see, it is later in the day. It has cooled down. We've got a rainstorm, really overcast. I'm trying to upload a video on our new Viasat, trying to see how it's going to work. I'm probably going to have to upload in 720 instead of high def. I'm trying it in high def, see how long it's going to take. I don't care how long it takes as long as it gets done, and as long as I have power. I'm running it on the solar system. Shouldn't take a great lot of power to run that and the computer. So just still checking things out. I'm going to run the rest of our electric down to the solar box right here at the workshop and get it covered up. This project's done, and then I can move on to the drywall inside. So got my wire running here. This is where the inverter is going to be, the charge controller, the batteries. I'm going to insulate it to some degree. I used old pallets on it. I haven't got it finished yet, but I'm going to cover this whole thing in metal, put some insulation in it, vent it, and then put a top that sits down on top of it on there, and you can just pull it off, do what I need to do, and put it back on. I'm gonna go check on the computer, see if it's uploading my last video or not, see where it's at, see how long it's taking. This is all trial run for us. So far the Viasat's been really good as far as hooking to it and being able to surf the internet and stuff like that. The upload is a little slow, but that's okay with me because while it's uploading, I'm out here working. If I had to go to town to upload that, I would just be in town twiddling my thumbs. So I'm wasting time, and time is money. So I'm gonna go in there and check on that. Got this part of it done. Next video, I'm gonna be working on the drywall. So until next time, remember, pray hard, stay strong, ride on.